Hello everyone. Hi. Okay. I see people joining. Hey, today we are live. Yeah, we are live. Sorry, I was just late by 5 minutes. Yeah, I think 10 minutes maybe. Sorry. Okay, let's just give 1 minute and this is going to be a live interactive session. So I'll just pick up the questions and I'll interact with audience. Hi Ishan. Hi Soumya. Hi Sai. Kiran. Hello. Hello Charan. Umang. Voice is echoing, is it? Can someone confirm? Let me check if I'm connected to the right speakers. Yeah, it's the right speaker. Is my audio good? Hello Ganesh. Hi Zamir. Hi Abhinandan. Hello. Hmm. Hello, hello. Hi. Okay, I think audio is fine. I don't see any issues. Yeah. So yeah, there is a confirmation that the audio is good. Let's proceed. We also have, I think, close to 230 people. We just do this as a YouTube stream. So, we don't actually do it as an integrated streaming. Some people actually integrate YouTube audience with LinkedIn audience, but this is dedicated YouTube live stream. So, someone who has questions about LinkedIn, we don't actually club the audience. Maybe sometime we will do LinkedIn live as well, but for now, this is just a YouTube live. So whoever joins from YouTube, they can only access this video. Okay, let me check about the audio one more time. Okay, this is good. Hmm. Okay, yeah, I think Umang, I think it's something to deal with your settings. Just take a look at it. Okay, someone says need Gen AI implementation class for AWS. If you haven't checked our AI assisted DevOps, normal man, I highly recommend you to check it. We have done, I think, 10 videos in that, and we have used Gen AI. Before getting into AWS, you should first understand how to implement Gen AI, uh, maybe with your existing resources. Don't jump directly to AWS, right? So that's what we have done in AS the DevOps series. It is same as DevOps in cloud. Like if you just start with cloud, you don't understand anything. But if you have DevOps fundamentals, it's easy to understand cloud DevOps. Similarly, when you want to deal with Gen AI on AWS, first learn how to use Gen AI on your laptop or maybe on your virtual machine without using AWS services like maybe SageMaker or Bedrock. Don't use all of them. Party Rock, don't get there. Before Party Rock or SageMaker or maybe AWS Bedrock, try a large language model on your local machine. Try to integrate your program with that large language model and maybe find out a Gen AI use case for DevOps. In the AS DevOps series, that's what we have done. For example, one of the video I've shown you how to generate Docker files automatically. I've shown you how to implement AIOps, right? How to implement your first Gen AI project. We covered all that. Hi Shushila, thank you. Thank you, Mystic Soul. Thank you so much for kind words. Subhashini, thanks for joining as member. Abu, Veena Raj, Shashi, Fahad, like all of you will get access to our Discord server. Thanks for joining. Even if anyone wants to get it, I mean, join our exclusive Discord, all that you have to do is, you should just click on the join button and yeah, I'll paste the link as well here. So using this, you can join as a member of the channel. And once you join, you get access to our Discord server. I'll just highlight this comment in case someone needs it. Let's proceed. Uh, okay, I'm confused between AWS and Azure. Please help. Future aim is to become DevOps engineer. You can pick up anything, but you know, from job point of view, I would recommend AWS because there are more opportunities if you learn AWS because a lot of MNCs, existing companies, they have started with AWS and you will find more opportunities with AWS. So learn AWS, but otherwise, let's say you want to go with Azure only, it's still fine. It's just like 60-40 market ratio. AWS might have 60% of 60 percentage of opening jobs. Azure might have 40. Of course, I'm not considering GCP here. I'm just comparing AWS and Azure. Let's say there are 10 jobs for AWS and Azure. 6 might be for AWS, 4 might be for Azure. It's like that. So it's totally fine whichever you want to start with. If you personally ask me, AWS, I will give little, like maybe two more points to AWS. Shubham, hey, new to here. I want to know about you. Um, okay, sure. I'll definitely talk about it. I bought your Udemy course, Open Telemetry. After doing that, can I apply for 2 years of experience DevOps role? Definitely, that project is worth. I mean, there are almost 20 plus microservices. If you can complete it and if you can explain it, definitely why not? Like, you can explain the same project as not 2 plus, but also if you have 5 years experience, you can explain that project. Could you please provide placement assistance for experienced people? What do you mean by placement assistance? Sai, can you please elaborate? Mm, okay. Sir, I hope you remember that I told you my resume is selected for developer advocate role at Microsoft. Nice. I cracked 3 technical rounds in IB that they have started sales question, to which is the trick. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You don't have to worry. Look at the positive side. You cleared 3 technical rounds at Microsoft, which is very good. And also, that is for developer advocate position. Next time you try for an MNC with DevOps engineering role, you will definitely crack it. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people ask this question. RHCSA certification, is it mandatory for DevOps engineering? I've seen a lot of people asking this question. My simple answer is no. It's not mandatory. It's not even like, near to mandatory. That certification used to be for people who tried to enter into Linux administration roles or who tried to enter into, basic Linux roles. Right now, those roles are very limited. And for DevOps engineering role, this certification is not at all mandatory. Like if you have to pay for that certification, I would say you don't have to do it. If you're getting that certification free, maybe you're getting an voucher from Red Hat, go for it. But otherwise, it's not needed. Hey, Rakesh, hi. Any zero to hero course on Google Cloud? Recently, many organizations are migrating from AWS Azure to GCP. Okay, let's see how many of you, I mean, I just want to look at the comment section. How many of you will be interested in GCP zero to hero? No, just comment yes, so that I can understand like how many of you are really interested. See, I can do that series. It's not a big deal, but I just want to understand how many of you are really interested in learning GCP. Okay, no, yes, no, okay, yes, yes, yes. GCP interested. Okay, nice to see a lot of people are interested. Okay, thanks for the response. I see lots of yes. So actually, a lot of people are interested in GCP. I'll definitely consider it. Just like our AWS zero to hero, Azure zero to hero, I will do GCP zero to hero as well. Definitely. I mean, a lot of yes. That has been the thing, right? every time we do videos on this channel or every time we do Zero to Hero series on this channel, it always been that it always has been that we have done courses that people ask for. So a lot of people are asking for GCP. I'll definitely do it. Thanks for responding. Sure. Of course, some people said no as well, but a majority are yes. Okay. Amazon laid off 40% DevOps staff as most of the stuff is now automated by their internal AI tools. What is your view on it? Is it true? First of all, let's just check on the internet. Uh, I don't know if it's true or I don't know if it's false, but what I would say is don't blindly trust everything that you see on internet. If it is from verified sources, yes, but if you see somewhere from some random people, don't trust it. Let's see. Amazon layoff. Okay, let's see if we see something. No, nope. Okay, so this turns out to be a fake news. At least I don't see anything on internet today. See, that's what I was saying, right? A lot of people spread fake news. 40% of DevOps staff is too much. Um, if it is true, also they provide the reason. Uh, at least I don't see anything on internet when I search for Amazon layoff. For the past 2 months, there is nothing as such. I think last time they did layoff was for development roles. So yeah, please don't blindly trust everything that you see on LinkedIn. Make sure you follow verified people. People who post good content, at least content that you believe. Let's see. If I find something, I'll definitely respond. But at least at this point, I don't see anything. Last thing that I see was in May. Okay. How to practice project in Azure DevOps? Very good question. Answer is very simple. If you go to our YouTube channel, we have Azure DevOps playlist, and within the Azure DevOps playlist, I have covered great project. And technically, if you do that project, you can answer interview questions scenario based very easy. Just head to the courses section. You will find Azure Zero to Hero. My bad. So once you go to Azure Zero to Hero, look at the last video, which is real time, this one. So real time DevOps project using Azure DevOps and GitOps. And this is a 3 hour long video. Somewhere here you might find it. Yeah, where is it? Okay. So this is roughly 2 hours 56 minutes, so 3 hours. So this is a very lengthy project, and this is also a very complicated one. But if you pull this out, like if you are able to watch the video and complete the project, you will gain great experience with Azure. Especially for your interview scenario based questions, you can do it. You can easily explain it. Aniket, are you going to update your DevOps course? On the YouTube channel, I constantly update the DevOps course. Recently, also, I've added one video after day 3, which is related to SDLC. Then I've added videos related to Helm, Customize. Yeah, to answer your question, yes, on timely basis, we keep updating our DevOps courses. Hi Anna, I have LSEG on-campus interview next month. Please help me suggest me in DevOps enough for SRE rules, and I need your blessings. Yeah, my all the best. I wish you all the best. But what is the question? Please help me suggest me in DevOps enough for SRE roles. See, if you're preparing for SRE role, on top of DevOps, focus more on observability. I did not completely get your question, but if you're asking what should you prepare for SRE roles, focus more on observability. Roadmap for freshers with some stack projects. I did one stack project that is for Docker Compose. I did one stack project that is for end-to-end CI/CD pipeline. So you should be, I mean, you should check out those projects. Search for Abhishek Veeramalla Munstack. You will find Docker Compose project, and search for DevOpsify 2. You will find another Munstack project where I've implemented end-to-end DevOps, right from Git to Terraform to AWS to Kubernetes, Docker, everything in that video. Just search for DevOpsify 2. Mm, okay. Please don't spam the comment section. See, if you spam the comment section, I'll just remove you from the chat section because a lot of people have questions. Let's take everyone's question. Please do not spam. If I see anyone spamming the chat section, I'll just remove them. Unfortunately, I have to do it. Not getting call for job change in DevOps, please suggest me how to proceed. Very simple. Just focus on your LinkedIn, focus on your Naukri profile. That's what you can do, right? You can't do anything different. Make sure you have everything covered on your LinkedIn profile. Uh, it's attractive to the recruiters. Look at your analytics. If your analytics is low, focus on enhancing your analytics. I did one video on LinkedIn optimization and Naukri optimization. Please go through that. Um, Jorson started from zero, now AWS professional. Thank you, Abhi. Congratulations, Jorson, Fredlin, and also thanks for sharing it here. Okay, which does programming language required for DevOps? Yes, you need not programming language, scripting language, because as DevOps engineers, we focus on scripting. So what you need is shell scripting as well as Python scripting. Again, both of them are covered in our 2025 DevOps roadmap. So you can find shell tutorial on our YouTube channel, and also you can find Python for DevOps. Are you on TopMate? Not right now. I don't take any one-on-one sessions. I used to do that almost 1.5 years ago, but right now I'm only active on Discord. So if you have any questions, you can join Discord as a member, and you can message in one of the channels. Right? I have shown Discord server multiple times where we have channels like doubts channel, we have interview questions. You can just come there, you can ask your question, like you can just drop a message and we'll get back in 2 to 3 hours. And the best thing about Discord is that you can ask any number of questions. Top mid session is just for 30 minutes, and also we can serve hardly 2 to 3 people on TopMate every day. So we have taken this decision to maintain a Discord server and help large number of people. I don't have money to start with AWS. Can't afford credit card right now. Can you tell freelance options? I can explore initially and then move to DevOps. What do you mean by freelance options? I can explore initially and then move to DevOps. I don't understand that question, but going back, unfortunately, all of these cloud providers ask you for credit card. One thing that you can do is try GCP, because in GCP they also have an option for UPI. I'm sure you must have UPI. If you can't afford a credit card, I totally understand. But you can at least connect your debit card with UPI and create an account with GCP. They give you 30 days trial where you can create instances and you can practice GCP, right? I mean, you can practice DevOps on cloud. Not able to find a Discord link, please share it again. Just like while you're watching this video, you will find a join button, right? Just below the video, you'll find a join button. Let me quickly show you. So let's say you're watching one of the videos of our channel. If you scroll down, you will find the join button. Click on the join button. I haven't signed in, but if you sign through your YouTube account, click on the join button. It will ask you to join as a member of the channel, and you will get the Discord server link automatically. Like on the community tab, you will find the Discord server link. We can use debit card, no need of credit card. The thing is that not all debit cards are accepted. So all credit cards are accepted, but not all debit cards are accepted. Should we learn? Should we have to learn Bash and Python scripting in depth, as we have AI chatbots available to help? No, no, no. You don't have to learn in depth. What you said makes sense. We have AI chatbots, but at least you need to understand, like the basic things about scripting. You cannot always go to chatbot and ask. Instead, you need to have basic understanding. Like, okay, if you are writing a script, what should be your approach? Maybe if you are stuck while implementing, it's okay. But at least you need to know the approach. Let's say you are writing a shell script. You need to know, okay, which shell command to use, how to find a uh, file that's taking large amount of space on your file system. If you know that approach, just go to ChatGPT, ask it, okay, this is what I need, give me the script, and it can return the script to you. So have basic scripting knowledge and also have good understanding of the approach. And now, what is Open Telemetry course? No, basically that previous person was talking about Udemy course. So in Udemy, we used Open Telemetry microservice project, which is basically an astronomy project with 22 microservices. So he just mentioned it as Open Telemetry project. It's actually our Udemy course. Hello, sir. Can you suggest AI tool for build process and deployment of React JS application with the help of AI tool? Try render. Maybe using render you can do it. You can also search for Abhishek Veeramalla render. You will find what you're looking for. Render. Give it a try. Joined as a DevOps intern in a small company, low pay but good learning. Should I stay for 2 years or look for better pay now? Will low first salary affect future offers? Uh, I would recommend at least stay with that company for 1 year, then decide about switching. But even without sticking to a company for 1 year, it would be difficult. Advisors. Okay, thanks for joining as member. Thanks, buddy. Can you please make video on harness? Okay. How much coding is enough for DevOps guy? You just need to know the scripting, shell scripting and Python scripting, not coding. Like coding is different, right? I mean, you can consider it as part of coding, but when we say coding, people usually think of building backend application, full stack application. As a DevOps engineer, you don't do all that. You just focus on um, writing scripts in shell and Python. Which AWS services should I learn as a developer and to become a DevOps engineer? Okay, good question. I think a lot of people might have this question because on AWS there are 200 plus services. So, which DevOps services should I focus on AWS specifically? So, the short answer is that just go to our AWS Zero to Hero series, follow everything in the order of the series. In that series, I think I have covered 15 to 20 services, and those services are mandatory. If you know those services, you are good to at least sit in the interview. For example, I covered IAM service, VPC service, all the networking related services, storage related services, container services, container orchestration services. Then I covered serverless related services, monitoring, observability. These are some things that you need to know. CI/CD services. Overall 15 to 20 services. If you are looking for AWS or Azure, just go to our playlist. Even if you look at the thumbnails of the videos in the AWS Zero to Hero, you will understand what services you need to focus on. Hey Pranesh, thanks. What new courses can we expect in 1 month or so? Yeah, let's see. I'll make an announcement. Definitely. Definitely, you can expect a course starting end of this month. We'll be doing a zero to hero course on YouTube. Uh, I'll take your opinion, which course that has to be. Some people were talking about GCP zero to hero. I see a lot of people saying yes to that course. Maybe I'll take a poll on Telegram or YouTube. Next course will not be on Udemy, it will be on YouTube, and it will be a completely free zero to hero course. Yeah, again, like people are responding yes for GCP. Let's see. I'll announce that. Mostly, I'll start that course by end of this month, and it's going to be interesting because it's a zero to hero course, right? Any topic that we take, we'll cover from absolute basics. How much advanced Git is mandatory in day-to-day operations? Mm, See, at least know the basics. See, when you talk about advanced, there is no limit, right? When you say advanced Kubernetes, when you say advanced Terraform, advanced Ansible, how do you define what is advanced? You can define what is basic, but you cannot define what is advanced. So answering this question is very difficult because some people might say Git rebase is advanced. Some people might say no, no, rebase is a very simple thing. It does not come under advanced, right? So you cannot define what is advanced. At least focus on the fundamentals. If you are stuck somewhere while doing advanced according to you, you can take help from the internet. That's why even in the interviews they focus on basics and scenarios. Again, like even this question cannot be answered. How much does outside organization expect from 3 years experience DevOps guy? Even you cannot answer this question because it depends on company, right? It depends on company, it depends on job description. Overall, because you have 3 years of experience, you can consider that people might focus more on fundamentals. People might ask you more of tasks related to junior or associate engineers, but not principal engineer or architects. Questions might be related to how did you or what are your day-to-day tasks related to Kubernetes. Then once you explain the Kubernetes topic, then they might ask you follow-up question. Okay, explain what is your role. Then they might ask you, how did you implement the deployment? How did you implement the deployment strategy? Or explain your CI/CD workflow. But as a 3 years experienced engineer, they might not ask you questions related to subject matter expertise of Kubernetes. For example, they might not ask you, how did you, how Kubernetes dynamic admission control works, right? Or they might not ask you about scaling Kubernetes to millions of users because you are a 3 years experienced person. End of the day mostly depends on job description. Okay. How does DevOps career ladder look like? Just like any software engineer. For example, if you are let's say you are a QA engineer. So there is something called associate QA, then there is something called QA engineer, senior QA engineer, principal QA engineer. Similarly, some people call it as junior DevOps engineer or associate DevOps engineer. Then DevOps engineer, senior DevOps engineer, principal DevOps engineer, architect. End of the day, you know all of these people after that come to the same role. They call it as distinguished engineer. Then people look at CTO. That will be the final role. I mean, distinguished, senior distinguished, principal distinguished. Then people go to the VP and CTO roles. Can you please start DevOps live daily classes? Oh, okay. Sure, I'll think about it. Should I watch Nginx video before Kubernetes? Yeah, you can watch Nginx video before Kubernetes. You will definitely understand it. No problem. Can you point to some AI tools used by DevOps engineers? The thing is that when it comes to DevOps, there is not a lot of maturity with the AI tools. For example, if you are a developer, there is bold, there is augment code, lovable. Mostly these kind of things can build bold.new. They can build your entire full stack application. They can make modifications to your existing application. They can find security vulnerabilities. But when it comes to DevOps, there is not much maturity with this AI agents. You cannot blindly trust them because they don't have. I can tell you that the correctness of AI tools when it comes to DevOps is quite low, whereas when it comes to DevOps development, which is quite high, right? So as DevOps engineer, you can use GitHub Copilot. You can use ChatGPT if your organization allows it. And for architecture diagrams, usually I go for Eraser or, but again, they are paid. Eraser or these kind of AI tools. For presentations, there is something called Slides GPT. These are some things that I use. But for my development related work, I go for Cursor, I go for Augment Code. I also use Bold.new at times. I use Claude Code because for development there are so many tools, and these days it's very very simple. Almost I don't even write code. I just say what I need. I just look at the code that is shared with me. Then I try to make enhancements. Even the enhancement, I just ask it, okay, you generated this code. This is not how I want it. Just update it because latest generation of these large language models, they are pretty good at it, especially development. Can you plan AIOps playlist in future? Okay, but I mean, I don't know if you watched my previous AIOps video. Basically, this enterprise observability platforms, they are automating AIOps. AIOps is becoming part of these enterprise observability platforms. For example, Grafana has their own AIOps solution. You just have to pay for it and you get it. Similarly, Dynatrace, Datadog, Manage Engine, right? Everyone has AIOps solution. So mostly, I mean, if you look at future as SRE engineers, typically they are the ones who are dealing with it, or DevOps engineers, you might not have to build your own AIOps solution. You might be using AIOps from one of these platforms. Just enable that solution, let AI do the work for you. Then you look at the dashboards, then you look at notifications that is sent by your AIOps solution. So that might be future of it. Even I explained the same thing in AIOps versus MLOps video. If you haven't gotten chance to watch it, please go ahead, just look at that video. It's just a 30 minutes video. You will get insights about AIOps and MLOps. Always start with DevOps first. Okay, this is a very, very common question, which is the one that I have to start with, AWS or DevOps. Always start with DevOps. How will you understand AWS without understanding DevOps? Like, you go to AWS, you will find some service called EKS. If you don't know Kubernetes, how will you learn EKS? Right? So always focus on DevOps first, only then go to AWS. What are some of the important topics of Kubernetes that I have to focus on? Yeah, this is a good question. There are a lot of videos on Kubernetes. I mean, there are a lot of Kubernetes topics, right? There is no limit for it. There are new Kubernetes topics every release. So if you are a beginner and if you want to focus on interviews, what you can do is you can go to our Kubernetes Zero to Hero playlist. There are 35 videos at this point. Watch those 35 videos. We have covered the important things. For example, we covered all the Kubernetes fundamentals, then Helm, then customize. I also covered videos on Kubernetes, like how to implement enterprise Kubernetes. Everything is covered in it. What is the future of Jenkins when compared to GitLab CI and GitHub Actions? So Jenkins, typically CloudBees and other contributors, they have also realized it. That is, Jenkins somewhere does not fit in the cloud native world because traditionally Jenkins has been a solution for monoliths and to some extent to microservices. However, people have realized that um, everyone is moving. I mean, Jenkins maintainers have realized that everyone is moving towards cloud native. People are talking about microservices. People are talking about deploying them to the containers, Kubernetes. Whereas Jenkins is still that Java application which takes time to start, which is a service, which comes with huge memory footprint, which does not typically fit into the cloud native world. So the maintainers have realized that they came up with something called Jenkins X. So you can just let me quickly show you. Even if you search for Jenkins X, so you will see this. Okay, it does not top in the search results yet. I can maybe change it to Jenkins X, right? Maybe, yeah. So this is the one. I mean, it's terrible that when I search for Jenkins X, it does not show up. But when I search for Jenkins SpaceX, it shows up. Uh, yeah, it's not that good. Anyways, so Jenkins X, this is under CD Foundation. Uh, the maintainers are actively working on it. This is more cloud native. So if you're asking about GitHub Actions, if you're asking about GitLab CI, this is the one that might compete with those tools. However, Jenkins X is still under active development. This cannot be used in production, at least from my point of view. Uh, in future, let's see. But to answer your question right now, just focus on GitLab or GitHub CI or GitLab CI if you are implementing new CI/CD in your organization. But for interviews, you still need to learn Jenkins, right? Because many MNCs they have Jenkins in their organization. So just learn how to create a CI/CD pipeline using Jenkins as well. Is your playlist enough when it comes to Terraform? For interviews, yes. If you're asking for interviews, definitely yes. After, okay, after Upsconding, can I join a new company or not? Upsconding is not a good option. Trust me, because your PF runs in both the companies. So I wouldn't recommend absconding at all, right? Instead, just tell your company, serve the notice period, and then move to the next one. What do you think? How AI will or is impacting DevOps like development? Let's see. There is so much, right? What is DevOps typically? DevOps is unifying development and operations. Uh, but right now, we are talking about AI agents, we are talking about AI, we are talking about ML. As I told in the previous videos, even there is a lot of operations when you talk about them. So today, if you see, I don't know how many people follow latest updates. Just today or yesterday late night, depends on which geography that you are in. So typically yesterday or today, AWS launched something called EKS with 100K node support. So imagine the scale that we are dealing with. So when companies are using, typically these companies developing large language models, they need huge compute. So what AWS said, okay, now you can use our EKS cluster and you can scale the size of the nodes of the cluster to 100K, which is 1 lakh. So we are going to deal with huge infrastructure in future, not only EKS infrastructure, everything that we are going to deal because large language models are huge, machine learning models are huge, software applications are also going to be huge. So someone has to take care of this infrastructure. Understand one thing, infrastructure is not like code. Today you create infrastructure, okay, once you create it is done, or you can come back to it after 6 months. No, you can do it with software application. Once you develop an application, you don't touch it for 3 months. It's totally fine. Next release, you come back, or whenever there are fixes, you address it. But infrastructure is something you have to constantly monitor, right? So there are some challenges like why AI is not critically impacting DevOps, because there are infrastructure challenges, there are operation challenges. Someone has to deploy these large language models. Someone has to deploy these machine learning models, right? Someone has to take care of automating the CI/CD for them. You are looking at a smaller picture where, okay, DevOps is basically CI/CD for software applications, deploying software applications, or creating infrastructure for software applications. As we move to the next level, whether it is machine learning model, whether it is large language model, end of the day, they are also being deployed, right? They also need infrastructure. They also need CI/CD. Someone has to come up with it, right? That's why there are new terms like MLOps, LLMOps, right? Which are extensions of DevOps. In future, who are going to take care of these things? DevOps engineers. So that's why I keep saying there is a bright future. If you are a good DevOps engineer, no matter where AI is going to take you, it's totally fine. You will still find opportunities to work. Hey Ganesh, thank you. Yeah, Python is required. Is there any alternative to IAC? Yeah, definitely. So there are three popular alternatives. One is Pulumi, the other is Crossplane, and also OpenTofu. So if you're looking for alternatives to Terraform, these are the three good options at this point. OpenTofu, Pulumi, and what was the other one? Crossplane. Your take on DSA and dev debate. I did not follow that. I don't know what is that controversy, or what is the thing that is going on. DSA versus dev. I did not follow it. Sorry, Purna. But like if you ask me, maybe if you are a third year, fourth year student who want to get into full stack development, personally, if you ask me, should you focus more on DSA, or should you focus more on building applications, creating projects, showcasing the projects? I would say the later one. Build applications, build projects, showcase those projects on your GitHub, create something with real life use cases. Don't get into that DSA loop, endless DSA questions. Okay, they might help you to some extent, but end of the day, as a software engineer, what you're going to do, you are going to build applications, you are going to showcase projects, or you are going to solve some problem. To do all that, uh, DSA just is not enough. You need to understand the entire software development lifecycle, how an application is written, how an application is built, how the application is deployed, different frameworks, the popular frameworks that are used these days, scalability of the application, performance of the application, memory footprint of the application. These are the things that you need to focus as a software engineer, right? I see a lot of college students, they get into that DSA loop or DSA hell where people solve 100 questions, 1000 questions. Okay, it's okay. Definitely, it improves your logical thinking. You can become maybe better at writing code, but as a software engineer, you will be doing the later part that I explained. Will Azure SRE agent is a game changer for SRE? I'm yet to try that. Even I'm very curious how and what exactly it does. But understand one thing, it is only uh, Azure, right? Azure SRE agent is not cloud agnostic. And also we are not really sure about the pricing of Azure SRA. We are also not very sure about the security of the Azure SRA. Um, Overall, I just want to try it once. Only once I try it, I can answer that question. I requested for the preview access. At least I haven't seen any mail from them. I'll try it one more time. Have experience with AWS. I like to know the learning path for MLOps. Money A, just watch my previous video, AOps and MLOps explained by Abhishek Veeramalla. You will get the MLOps learning path. Oh, what? Please make GitHub zero to hero. Oh, it's already there. Just search for um, Abhishek Veeramalla GitOps or just go to the channel, look for GitOps playlist. We already have done it. Yeah, unfortunately, you did not find it. Just search for it on the Abhishek Veeramalla channel. That is our channel. Do Microsoft and Amazon hire 4 years guy? If yes, what is the level of question? See, one thing that is hard to explain, how can I explain you the level of question, right? Okay, the first part of question is absolutely fine. Amazon and Microsoft hire 4 years guy. Yes, they do hire. Second part of question is I mean, very difficult to answer. What is the level of question? Um, my suggestion is that just go to Glassdoor or maybe look on the internet questions that were asked to the previous candidates. Probably that is how you can understand because you cannot quantify, right? What is the level of question? Some people say, okay, level is easy. Some people say level is very difficult. It depends on person to person. How to join your Discord server community? Very simple. Okay. Once you become member of the channel, okay, let's say you are a member of the channel, just go to the channel again, look for community tab. Like at this point, I just see the post section, right? If you become the member of the channel, you will find another tab, and that tab is called as membership tab. Just go through that tab, you will find how to join the Discord server. Others will not find it. Right now, I haven't signed into my YouTube account. So that's why I don't see the membership tab. People who have taken the membership, they will only find it. I abscond the company, so I have any chance to get a new job in IT or not? You can definitely get it. It's not like that. But just close your PF account in the previous company. It's very simple. Just see if your PF account is closed. If not, just consult a CA. They'll explain you how to close the PF account, and then you can start applying for new companies. It's not that if you abscond a company, you cannot get job and all. You can definitely get it. But take conscious steps. As I told you, first consult a CA. Ask the CA how to uh, see if the PF account is closed. If not, how to close the PF account, and then start applying for the new companies. Should you update your profile after being laid off? Was laid off by Amazon, but it's been 3 months. It's totally fine. You're laid off. That doesn't mean you did not perform well. The reasons can be multiple. It can be because of the company reasons, which is quite common these days. Microsoft, Amazon, even Google, they are laying off people because they want to extend the business in certain area. So they are laying off people maybe with legacy skills or maybe in the areas that they are not interested personally. So what you need to do, you don't have to mention that you're laid off and all. You just show that as your previous experience and the current 3 months of gap which you have because you are laid off in Amazon 3 months back. So the current 3 months gap that you have, You can show as freelancing, or you can say that you have taken personal time off and start applying for opportunities. If it comes to 6 months or 1 year, you can say that you have been trying freelancing because you left Amazon, and before searching for the new company, you have taken some personal time off, maybe because of some family reasons, personal reasons. You can say that. Yeah, that's exactly a lot of people asked at the beginning of this live stream. Definitely, I will consider. Which, sorry, which certification is best? Kubernetes versus OpenShift. Bit confused, need to know. Obviously, Kubernetes. Like, if you're asking between Kubernetes and OpenShift, see, OpenShift is from Red Hat. So you'll get a Red Hat certification. Whereas Kubernetes is from, it's an open source thing, and it's backed by Linux Foundation. So that certification is way more worth when you compare with the certification provided by Red Hat. So if you can afford, go for Kubernetes certification. Helm with Kubernetes. Yeah, it's very important. We already did a video on Helm with Kubernetes. Ajay, you should definitely go and check it. Uh, Abhishek, if you were an interviewer, what Kubernetes question would you ask? This is a nice one. So basically, let's say if I am in interview, first I'll look at two things. One is what is the job description. Second, what is the skill of that person. My way of interviewing is not to intimidate the person. I never look interviews as a medium to intimidate the candidate. Like, I don't ask questions like, let's say the job description does not require skill related to admission controller, and even candidate does not uh, have admission controller as a skill in the resume. Just to intimidate the person, I don't ask a person about admission controller. If the job description needs expertise related to Istio, I'll ask the candidate, do you know how mutual TLS works in Kubernetes? Have you worked with mutual TLS in the past? If you have worked, what are the challenges that you faced? How did you overcome the challenges? This is my mode of interview. I usually ask people, what is that? Why? And then I ask candidates what are the challenges that they faced and how did they overcome the challenges. This is mostly how I do the interviews. And also, my interviews are mostly something that sticks to the job description or fundamentals. And I think that is how everyone should do the interviews, not to intimidate the candidates, but focus on what is required. Yes, any day. Any day skill is way better than certifications or way greater than certifications. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for answering. Does your Udemy interview course also cover troubleshooting questions? Most of them are troubleshooting questions. Okay, Taufik is asking this question. I have done your Udemy Open Telemetry course. Great. Uh, Now I'm able to do any project by myself. Again, great. But I lack in scripting. What should I tell during the interviews? I have 5 star on hacker rank in Python and DSA. Oh God. So you have 5 star on hacker rank in Python and DSA, but you lack in scripting. And you're also good at projects because you have done my Udemy Open Telemetry course. It's totally fine. You can tell the interviewers that, hey, when it comes to scripting, unfortunately, in the current role, I did not get a lot of opportunity. So I learned shell scripting and Python by my own. So I refer to some YouTube videos. I try to understand the use cases. However, I haven't extensively worked on it. Given an opportunity, I'll work on it. But just don't tell them that you don't at all. I mean, you completely don't know scripting. If you say that, there are very less chances for you to get selected. So what you need to do, go through my shell scripting and Python playlist. You will understand the fundamentals and you will understand the use cases. Just tell the interviewer that, this is what I've done or this is what I know. Given an opportunity, I will learn more. This will help you. What will be good for future preferences? Will it be front-end developer role or will it be DevOps? I mean, if you personally ask me between front-end and DevOps, I will stick to DevOps. Okay, thank you. Abhishek, can you create some videos on in-depth Linux networking, bind surveys, setting up DNS? Okay, yeah, I think I have to do one video related to DNS. Although I spoke a lot about DNS, I covered DNS related to cloud services, but still, I think there is one video pending when it comes to DNS from basics. Definitely, I'll try to do a video on that. Okay, yeah, I think we have covered most of the questions. We usually do this live streams every Wednesday. In case I could not answer your question, uh, you know, attend the next live stream that is going to be on Wednesday. I'm going to pick up most of the questions. I just try to go through the chat section and I pick up questions, whatever I see. There is no order of priority. So in case I missed your question, I'm very sorry. In the next live stream, I will definitely try to pick up your question. See you all in the next one. Take care. Bye bye, everyone.